Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, downtown deadline. City Council reaches a $400 million development deal that includes Fan Park. Will they stay or will they strike? Alberta teachers returning to the bargaining table with school just days away. And on the move, why some U of A medical students are starting their studies in rural Alberta.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
Breaking news out of City Hall tonight. Edmonton City Council has approved a deal for downtown worth more than $400 million. The province and the Oilers promised major contributions on some key city goals. That's if the city agreed to build a new event park next to Rogers Place. CTV's Jeremy Thompson has the details.
The Alberta government announced big plans for this area beside Rogers Place in its budget last February, working with the Oilers Sports and Entertainment Group on a plan to transform Fan Park into a $250 million event park.
A facility that will further allow us to attract more events and attract more people to live, work, and play downtown.
The event park is just one part of the proposal. It also includes money to put pipes and wires under the land north of Rogers Place, where the Oilers Group plans to build housing, plus millions more to demolish the Coliseum. City staff have been negotiating the deal for months, and the terms are now set. The province will put up $183 million. The city's portion is $138 million, with the Oilers contributing $87 million.
Our recommendation would be it's approving what is in front of you and not looking to renegotiate, as the timing just does not allow for that.
The deal is all or nothing. That includes parts of the deal council wasn't aware of until late last week, like allowing trade shows and conferences at the event park, which could take business away from the city's existing conference centers, plus soft language on housing requirements.
I'm frustrated because the whole point of this was to build housing. Now there's no legal requirement to build housing, and I cannot understand how we are okay with that.
All three parties signed a memorandum of understanding back in June that set September 1st as the deadline for the deal. Pressure many councillors believe is arbitrary.
When I look through the priorities that we looked at in our 4-year budget, an event park downtown was not one of them. This is not our idea. This is one business provider's idea.
We absolutely have a gun to our head. We've been held hostage throughout the entirety of this process because we've been unwilling to ever push back.
This really is a take it or leave it situation, and we have to respond to the situation that's in front of us.
In the end, council voted 9-4 to approve the deal. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.
Alberta's transportation minister is promising new legislation to ensure traffic impact assessments are in place for all future bike lane projects. Devin Dreeshen met with people in the Delta neighborhood today who are concerned about new bike lanes being built in the area. They're concerned about parking and emergency vehicle access. The minister also met with Mayor Amarjeet Sohi today to discuss future bike lanes.
It was positive to hear Edmonton at least commit to a traffic impact assessment on the negative effects that a road network would have if a bike lane were to remove parking or remove a complete driving lane.
Out of $100 million that we're investing in active modes of transportation, only $20 million is actually going toward building a bike network on road, taking road capacity.
So he says the Delton project will go ahead as construction contracts are already in place. Alberta teachers return to the bargaining table tomorrow. In June, teachers across the province voted overwhelmingly in favor of a strike. Sticking points include large class sizes, supports for students with complex needs, and wages. Alberta's premier acknowledges the need to deal with things like aggression in the classroom, but says funding is adequate. Danielle Smith would like to take a closer look at how school boards are allocating funds. The president of the Alberta Teachers Association says the education system is chronically underfunded and ranks the lowest among all provinces for spending per student.
The Premier used the word classroom conditions. Well, teachers' working conditions are our students' learning conditions. So class sizes, having the resources available to teachers to meet their students' needs. That's something that has been sorely lacking and underfunded over the last several years.
The deadline for a possible strike is October 7th. Teachers are in a position to walk off the job any time before that. The potential strike has some parents looking for alternatives for their kids this fall. Students are already back in class at Aurora academic charter schools. The superintendent says there's been an increase in the number of parents calling to inquire about the school in recent days. Aurora has 3 school sites, but says there's no room with 2,800 kids on a waiting list to get in.
I wouldn't speak for all charter schools, but certainly charter schools, like all public schools as well right now, are definitely short on space capacity to put students. So we would ask you to come, put yourself on your wait list. We do have student priority or sibling priority. So if you already have a child in the school, you're first on the list for your other children.
Some parents are also questioning if homeschooling could be an option in the event of a strike. The Alberta Homeschooling Association says upwards of 100 parents are joining its group, asking questions every day. The Canadian Union of Postal Workers says Canada Post has cancelled a meeting that was planned for the two sides today. The union says it's because Canada Post needs more time to review the union's latest offers. It did not share a new date for negotiations to resume. This is the second time over the past week Canada Post has scrapped the meeting with the union, asking for more time to analyze the offers. Canada Post says it remains committed to the collective bargaining process and reaching an agreement. For the first time, the University of Alberta is sending first-year medical students to Grand Prairie to complete their education. As CTV's Merrick DeCash reports, it's an effort to increase the number of doctors in rural Alberta.
Megan Hopkins is getting fitted for a new white jacket. She's a first-year medical student at the University of Alberta.
When the opportunity came up to do medical school in my home community, it was an opportunity I was very excited for.
192 students are starting medical school at the U of A this year. 30 of them are enrolled in the Northern Alberta Medical Program. Students will finish their education at Northwestern Polytechnic in Grand Prairie, Hopkins' hometown.
You kind of get to be a jack of all trades. I found when I was doing some things in the city, I personally really loved being able to go back to rural and get to do a little bit of everything.
The U of A created the program to address shortages in the medical field, particularly in rural Alberta.
The benefit of this program is not only graduating a larger number of students total, but it connects those students to different places where they'll be providing more broad care across the entire lifespan of patients and their families.
This is the first time the university is sending first-year medical students away to complete their studies.
The farther away you get from a central place like Edmonton, the greater the breadth of learning, the greater the breadth of care provision that the doctors and nurses need to provide to those patients.
Hopkins and her classmates will begin their studies in Grand Prairie next week.
My biggest hope for the program is to be able to show others why the North is so great and why rural is awesome.
Northwestern Polytechnic will host the students while the U of A will be responsible for program delivery and academic accreditation. Merrick DeCash, CTV News, Edmonton.
It's move-in day for first-year University of Alberta students. Students coming from around the world are in Edmonton ahead of the school year. The university hosted an event today for students to learn what's available on campus and to help them settle into their dorms. Students say they're feeling a mix of emotions.
I think it's pretty cool, and it's really overwhelming. There's more people here in this one event in this parking lot than there is in my entire hometown.
There's always nerves because, of course, really what you want to do is make sure that the incoming students have the best possible experience, and their parents give them a great impression.
Classes start next Tuesday. Edmonton is under a heat warning as high temperatures move into the prairies this week.
It's not like a one-off, one-day or a two-day event. This is like could be a six-day event. I mean, quite unusual. Something you wouldn't see maybe in a half a century in the Edmonton area.
The city has activated its extreme weather response. City facilities will be open to anyone who needs a break from the heat. Peace officers will also be handing out water bottles. David Phillips with Environment Canada says because the days are shorter, we'll get a bit of a reprieve from the heat. He also says thanks to a wetter and cooler start to the summer, Alberta's wildfire risk should stay relatively low.
It's been great for gardening and for farmers have to be happy. And now this warmth, boy, it's just great. I mean, you'd want to bottle this kind of summer up for other years.
The heat warning is only in effect for the city and surrounding areas. Well, Josh, it's pretty warm right across the province today, so how come there's only a heat warning in our area?
Yeah, city and surrounding areas is it. It's a special weather statement outside the city, and that's because there are two criteria for a heat warning. One, you need a string of days 29 or hotter, but the other one is that you need morning lows in the mid-teens. And outside of Edmonton, morning lows are going to be 7 to 10 degree range, so not quite meeting heat warning criteria. In the city, though, you got a little bit of urban heat island effect going on, so temperatures probably won't get much cooler than 14 or 15 degrees for lows. We're at 30 in downtown Edmonton right now, 27 to 29 outside the city, and light wind to go along with the blue skies. Light wind and sunshine is going to be in the forecast, and days in the 30s right through the rest of this week. So far, 30.2. which brings us to within 0.2 of a degree of the record high for August 25th. 30.4 from 2002 is the record. There's still a chance we get there before 6 p.m. 12 degrees this morning. Will be a little bit warmer than that tomorrow morning, somewhere in the 14 or 15 degree range. There's a little bit of thin cloud cover around Edmonton and off to the east and to the north. Nothing significant. And then here through the foothills, starting to see a few clouds start to blossom up, but that'll shut down over the course of the next couple of hours. That will not spread east and produce any sort of showers or thunderstorms. Everything, all the main systems are going to get rerouted well to the north of us with this big upper ridge at play. So temperatures today up to 30 degrees, even hotter tomorrow, 31. We'll take a run at a record tomorrow. In fact, we'll take a run at a record every single day this week. I'll let you know when things might start to cool down later in the newscast.
All right, Josh, thank you. Coming up next on CTV News, a bark for help. Why animal rescue organizations across Alberta are struggling.
It's stretched us to the max. We're on a razor's edge financially.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
Animal rescue organizations in Alberta are struggling right now. More animals need help and costs are rising. CTV's Amanda Anderson has more.
When this dog needed help, the Second Chance Animal Rescue Society answered.
Calls for help are nonstop, surrenders, emergencies, you name it, puppies dumped, dogs left alone in the woods. So we try not to say no to any of those.
But always saying yes has put the rescue in a tough situation.
It's stretched us to the max. We're on a razor's edge financially and as far as space-wise goes too.
Animal rescues across the province say the number of animals they help has skyrocketed.
Since COVID, we have very few vet appointments, not like we did before. So the dogs and cats are exploding with litters and we're not able to get ahead of that.
This litter of puppies was found abandoned, while this litter was recently surrendered to SCARS.
The good thing is they are in our care and they will all be spayed and neutered.
It feels like an uphill battle that you can never get to the top, because when rescues are getting burnt out, compassion fatigue, etc., and then they close down rescues, the problem is going to get even worse.
Zoe's Animal Rescue Society says they're also seeing more people struggling to afford the pets they have.
People having unwanted litters, people having neglected animals, people, on leash, on different things who can't afford vet care. Their animals are suffering. They have nowhere to turn. It can't all land on rescues.
The province says there are 2 grants rescues are eligible to apply for, but Campbell says all levels of government need to do more to lessen the need for rescues in the first place.
To help low-income individuals get these things done, which then prevent, the problems after.
SCARS may be in crisis, but says it will do everything it can to keep giving animals a second chance.
The more people that know about what we're going through, us and other rescues, the better, and the more that people will step up to help us.
Amanda Anderson, CTV News, Morinville.
The provincial government has created a panel to determine the future of nuclear power in Alberta. The panel will engage with industry, municipalities, and others to create a report for the government. There will also be an online survey for all Albertans that will be open until September 25th. In Alberta, nuclear industry would be used to produce power as well as radioisotopes to use in medicine. The panel is made up of Indigenous business interests, experts on the business of nuclear power, and an American market research firm. Alberta athletes filled the trophy case at this year's Canada Summer Games. Team Alberta closed out the competition with 81 medals. 22 were gold, 30 silver, and 29 bronze across 19 different sports. One of the gold medalists included the men's volleyball team, sweeping Team Manitoba 3-0 to take home top spot. Ethan Baradocco says the competition was fierce, having to play 6 games in 7 days.
All the boys were pumped. We spent all summer working forward and always had that as our goal, but it was really just the process that took us there.
Team Alberta had the 4th most medals amongst the provinces. Still to come tonight on CTV News, record setter, the Edmonton International Fringe Festival reaches a new milestone.
It is thanks to the more than 800,000 Edmontonians who came out over the last 11 days to support Fringe.
The Edmonton International Fringe Festival says it smashed its all-time ticket sales record. 138,500 tickets were sold this year, pulling in nearly $1.5 million. That surpasses the 1.39 million ticket milestone from 2019. The money is returned directly to artists. This year, there were more than 490 sold-out performances, and 14 productions ran out of tickets for every single one of their shows.
It is thanks to the 1,000 volunteers who dedicate their time, their heart, their skill to building up North America's largest, longest-running Fringe Theatre Festival. It is the 1,600 artists who travel from across the street, across Canada, and around the world to share their stories with an engaged audience. And it is thanks to the more than 800,000 Edmontonians who came out over the last 11 days to support Fringe.
The Fringe is also growing its group of monthly donors, jumping from 540 to 692. Organizers are still looking to hit their goal of 1,000 monthly donors. 4 of the festival's most talked about shows will be part of the Holdover series, running August 29th to the 30th at the Arts Barns. Tickets are $20. A lot of people talking about the Fringe, Josh, and I'm sure a lot of people will be talking about the weather. It was gorgeous out there this weekend.
If you like heat, yeah.
I love heat.
Yeah, 25 and 28 for daytime highs Saturday, Sunday. Today, even hotter, get up to 30 degrees. We'll get to 31s and 32s over the next 4 or 5 days. We could be in the 30s every single day right through to Saturday. And it's not like Sunday cools off all that much. There's the Action Furnace River Valley Skycam. Action Furnace, fixed rider, it's free. A little bit of thin cloud cover out there, but it has not held temperatures down. And there's been way more sunshine than cloud. 30 degrees right now. And as we mentioned earlier, 30.2 officially, which leaves us just short so far of the record for today, which is 30.4. 28 in Fort McMurray. It's 31s in Grand Prairie and Jasper. 28 in Red Deer and Lloydminster. And for most of the province, light wind. And for most of the province, mainly sunny skies. You get a little bit of thin cloud cover here off to the east and northeast of the Edmonton region. Oh, we're now starting to see, as we talked about earlier, a little bit of cloud development in through the foothills, and we've got one little lightning strike. But most of the action is going to pass well to the north with this upper ridge. There's the ridge off to the west of us, starts to sneak a little further east in the coming days. And let's take you through to Friday, and you can see it really doesn't break down all that much, and even through the weekend. There's only a slight little drop in the ridge, and then it kind of rebounds, it looks like, towards the early to middle part of next week. As we said, there was one little thunderstorm there. You may see a little bit of that action pass between Red Deer and Calgary late this evening or overnight tonight, but for most of the province, certainly here in the Edmonton area, skies will be clear overnight tonight. Mainly sunny skies tomorrow, and yeah, mainly sunny skies again Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to go along with the hot temperatures. 13 degrees in Fort McMurray tomorrow morning, 10 for Grand Prairie and Peace River. Red Deer down to about 11 degrees. Here in the city will be about 14 or 15 for a morning low. So you can see temperatures around the province are just cool enough that you're not quite meeting that heat warning criteria for mid-teen overnight lows. You're certainly going to see temperatures around or into the 30s, though, so that would meet the other half of a heat warning criteria, and that's why it's not a full-blown warning. It's just a special weather statement. 31, Fort McMurray and Cold Lake tomorrow. 32s in through the Peace Country. 30 and 31s for Jasper, Red Deer, Lloydminster, Coronation. Here in Edmonton, daytime highs tomorrow after starting the day at around 14 or 15 degrees should get to around 31, maybe even 32 for a daytime high. So here's your forecast compared to the records. Record for tomorrow, 32 on the nose from 1941. We'll be really close. We got a really good chance of setting some records Wednesday, Thursday. The record for Wednesday is 31. I've got 32, maybe 33 in the forecast. Same goes for Thursday. Friday looks like we'll be really close to a record. That record only goes back to 2023. And then Saturday, 31 degrees. Record daytime high on that day is 32. So if we get some 32s, 33s here over the next little while, we should set at least 1 or 2 records. And we'll add to the total. I mean, we're now up to 9 days so far this summer with 30 degrees. We could push that to 15, maybe even 16 by the time we get to early next week. There is a little bit of a cool down towards the middle of next week, back into the low to mid 20s by Wednesday, Thursday.
Nice to have some of those sunny, warm days on the weekend as well. Josh, thank you. When we return, a stride for pride. A look back at this weekend's Pride Parade, Edmonton's first in 6 years.
Well, I'm excited for it. It's been too long since we had a parade.
CTV News at 5 continues.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
The Pride Parade returned to the streets of downtown Edmonton this weekend with a blast of color and enthusiasm. This was Edmonton's first Pride Parade since 2018.
Well, I'm excited for it. It's been too long since we had a parade, so it's coming out to enjoy, right?
It means showing Edmonton that we're here, reminding Edmonton that there's a big queer community.
It's been very missed amongst the community members. And it shows Edmonton that we're here and that, it's a large group makes part of Edmonton.
Pride Fest finished yesterday with several events, including a brunch sing-along. Students are getting ready to ride the bus before their first day of school next week.
This way, that's not going to happen because we've created our safety zone, right? Now at school...
Yours is an annual event for students and their parents to learn about bus safety ahead of the school year. The Edmonton Public School District says the event helps reduce anxiety during the first day of school.
The first day of school, there outside of, yellow busing, there's a whole multitude of other things that they may be thinking about, are my friends going to be in my classroom? Am I going to get my favorite teacher? Things like that. So it really helps prepare families to make sure that they're confident on that first day, and it's one less thing that they have to worry about.
Edmonton public students are set to return to school next Tuesday. And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.